Nankarinriki, Nganawi Palak, Nganawi Michi Yalini, Ngapi Nguldi Andunam, Ngaranjari Ruang. Now what I said was, good morning my people, my name is Eileen and I welcome you all to Ngaranjari land.
Take me back to beyond the world.
Well, my name's Brian Butler and I'm an Arundel man from Central Australia, and my grandfather is a Luricha man. I'm the product of the stolen generation, and I've been involved in the rights, working for the rights of Aboriginal people for over 50 years now, and I think that we have a responsibility to make sure that we can seek out services and seek out people that are prepared and willing to give Aboriginal people and Islander people a real good opportunity to do things that are going to be right for them. And I think that the ACH are an organisation that has been able to do that.
This DVD is about how you can plan ahead so that your wishes can be respected if you are sick or can't speak for yourself. You may be familiar with wills and funeral plans. These are the plans we make for after we have died.
My name is Sandy Wilson. I'm a Nurrinjeri woman. I'm from born at Rauken, which is about 70-80 k's down the road on Lake Alexandrina. I work here in Murray Bridge at the Aboriginal Primary Healthcare Units. I have a funeral fund. I know that I'm 60 plus, so I used to think earlier, say, I'm not going to worry about a funeral fund because it's not my problem, and then you see over the years what's happened to other people and the struggle that they have. So I thought I better not do that to my kids.
I'd just like to talk about a funeral I've been to, and I was particularly intrigued with the way this one went, because the person had written down everything that they wanted said and how they wanted it run, and people seemed to gather around and be really respectful and considerate of what was being done.
For me, it was like the whole family was doing it, so I thought, I'll do it as well. My mum, my brothers and sisters don't have to stress about, looking for money and paying for a funeral. My mum's currently in one as well, and she's paying for my brother as well. Don't have to worry about, finding money for a funeral,
Yeah, it's really good to know that I'm covered and that, that there'll be, the funds will be available. I haven't made a will yet, but I'm yet to make a will, and certainly have a look at the power of attorney. I keep saying, I'm going to do a will, but I haven't got round to doing it yet. But I think it's a great idea for people to do that.
I've been thinking about making a will for the last couple of weeks. I bought my house when I was 21, and been thinking about making a will because, when I'm gone, I don't want the family arguing. I think it's important to make it clear in a will of what I want.
You need to make your wishes known and to sit down and talk with family, because I know that family will say, don't want to talk about that yet. You've got plenty of time. Why are you bringing it up? But it's about family sitting down and yarning about, how things should go for the future and who gets what. And then you can write it down. Then everybody's clear about what they're getting or what they're not getting, and that there's no arguments on the day of the funeral.
A will is a very important piece of paper. Anybody over the age of 18 really should have a will. And just recently we experienced it with the passing of my mother, who had a will in place. It made it so much easier for us, my brother, my sister and myself, to know what her wishes were after she passed away. One of the things you can get is a legal will kit. The legal will kit will guide you through the process of doing it. But at the end of it, I must point out, to make this legal, you must have this witnessed by a JP.
It is very advisable, and I think it is, that you all make your will while we have all our faculties about us. Because if we don't do it, and we know our families, our children will fight. They will argue, that's mine, this is mine. So if we do it straight away, then it's best for us and for the rest of the family.
Yeah, I feel good. I like to be organised in that kind of way, so yeah, makes it easier.
These plans are the ones we make for times when we may not be able to say what we want because of illness, accident or memory loss.
The will can only take care of things after you've passed away. It can only make your wishes known then. Before that, there could be times where you'll need other pieces of paper, legal documents, such as an enduring power of attorney. This is another do-it-yourself kit for that. The enduring power of attorney allows you to appoint someone that you really trust to take care of your business if you're unable to do it yourself. So say you had an accident, you're in hospital for an extended period and you needed your bills paid, your rent paid, mortgage paid, anything like that, you can appoint someone who can then step in and do those things for you while you're unable to do it yourself. If you then get to a stage where you can do it yourself, then you can go back to doing that. So the Advanced Care Directive, again, there's a kit available for you to be able to do that. The Advanced Care Directive will allow you to let your doctor, your family, your loved ones know what sort of care you would like. So what sort of medical care, where you would like to live. So if you want to live with family, if they're able to do that, you can make that known as well. But also right down to your hospital treatment, what sort of treatments you would like, whether you'd like life-saving treatment or just to be made comfortable, all those sorts of things. You can lay those out in the Advanced Care Directive. You can keep a copy of that for yourself, give it to family, give it to your doctor, so everyone knows what sort of medical treatment you'd like. If you're unable to tell them, it's all written down.
When you are in hospital and you might not be in the position to make decisions, that when you do make your wishes known, that it's always good for your doctor to have a copy so that they know that if you don't want to be revived, that they turn off the life support, that's what you want, and for your family to understand that, because sometimes it would be hard for them that they want to, they don't want to let go. So the thing is to make sure that they understand that you don't want to be brought back.
So we need to make some serious decisions about that and have that put down in paperwork, and so that people know that it's clear that unless it's going to really make us better, then we maybe just want to just have some treatment that's just going to make life a little bit easier for us to just maybe go to sleep and not wake up, because it'll be all good.
Especially if you haven't got quality of life. Yeah, I think it's important. If you don't have quality of life, what's the point?
It's something that you want to do when you're really healthy and you don't have any issues yourself, no health issues yourself, because it can be stressful and places family under a lot of stress. And sometimes those important decisions in our lives, and these are really important decisions that we have to make. We want to make them when we're nice and healthy, not only physically and mentally, but and our families are, so that we can have those discussions with each other and make the good decisions about what is a good quality of life for us.
Hello, my name's Julie Caritas and I'm a Koori woman from New South Wales. I recently took up a role with Alzheimer's Australia, South Australia, as the Aboriginal Dementia Link worker. Part of that role is to educate people about dementia and also help them with the future planning, so talking about advanced care directives and enduring power of attorney. Dementia is not really discussed a lot in Aboriginal communities, and I think there's a little bit of a shame about dementia, so a lot of family aren't even aware that their family member has dementia. It is, and unfortunately it's 5 times more likely to affect an Aboriginal person, and unfortunately it can affect them at a lot younger age. So it's really important, if there are any memory changes, to seek some help, go see a GP, geriatrician, so that get some supports in as early as possible. It's vitally important for them to fill out the advanced care directives and enduring power of attorney, so that their wishes are known before there might be a time when they can't actually make those decisions for themselves. So, it's better for people to have control of their own, wishes and choices than have people making those choices for them.
It's a hard subject to talk about, it really is, because we're talking really about times where you might not be capable of doing something, at times where you could be like end of life sort of thing. People don't like to talk about that, but we must talk about it, because what it does is, if you don't have these pieces of paper in place, then people don't know what your wishes are. Things can go wrong, children can argue with each other. It's a lot simpler to just get it done now. If you find the paperwork is very confusing, it all seems a bit too hard for you, there are services around. Seniors Information Service actually works in with Wills on Wheels. Catherine Moyes is a solicitor there who can come out, sit down with you and work out your will, your advanced care directive, your enduring power of attorney. It can all be done at the same time. It's simple, it's easy, it's really quite cost effective to do it that way. There is a fee involved, but at least then it's all done, it's out of the way. There are other places too where you might be able to go. If you're using a legal will kit or any of the other kits that we've shown today, you might be able to go to your local council to find a JP to witness your signature. Make sure you sign those documents in front of the JP, don't sign them before you go. You could also go to places like Aboriginal Legal Rights to have them witnessed as well. So there are things out there that you can do to make the whole process a lot easier. Well, you can get a lot more information on planning ahead from this little booklet here. This comes with the DVD, so if you're watching this DVD, hopefully you have a copy of the booklet there with you as well. The booklet contains a lot more information and contact numbers as well. You can get a copy of your enduring power of attorney advanced care directives from Services SA, the place where you go to register your car. There's a small fee for that, or if you really want to make sure you're doing it right, you can go and see a solicitor. I'm
hoping that my contribution in this program is going to have some positive spin-off for you. I hope that you out there are going to seriously take responsibility for advising your children and your grandchildren, and I hope that that we can build a better future for our children and help them reach their full potential. I'm happy that my image is used long after I've gone to help as an educational tool for younger people, because I've always believed that it's our responsibility to use every opportunity and every anything that's going to be useful for telling the truth in history.
I'm happy for this video to be shown after I've passed on, because then my grandchildren would see it and realise that it's wise to make their wills. And it gives them an opportunity of still seeing me.
I do hope that you all have this in place when it does happen for you and your family. I'd just like to thank you very much for today. Thank you. Nakan.
Take me back to the arms of love. Take me back to the arms of love.
Doing something like this, people, like as a family thing, then people say, well, we're not, they don't want to talk about it, or it's just, but if you sit down as a family and plan it, about what's going to happen.